Hey guys, it's Saga from TechWorks. After having used the Redmi Note 9 Pro for a month and a half, I will tell you what I think about it and should you choose it over the competition or not. We all know that Redmi's Note series has been Xiaomi's most successful series so far. So much so that Xiaomi felt that Redmi is big enough to become a separate brand in itself. This year, Redmi has made some changes to their most successful lineup, and we will have to wait and see how this decision will fare in the long run. Up until 6 months back, Redmi was launching two Note series phones, the Note 8 Pro and the Note 8, Note 7 Pro and the Note 7, Note 6 Pro and the Note 6, and so on. But this time they changed things a bit and brought in the Note 9 Pro and the Note 9 Pro Max. While there are a lot less differences between the two, Max is obviously the better one. So why is the Note 9 Pro here and what does it offer? Let's check out. I purchased the Note 9 Pro on the launch day itself at 12,999 rupees. But shortly after that, Indian government increased the GST on smartphones from 12 to 18%, and the rupee also hasn't been very strong against the dollar. So since then, Redmi has increased the price of this particular variant by 1000 rupees, and now it retails at 13,999 rupees. For this price, we get a very well built phone. It is a hair wider but a bit taller than the Note 9 Pro, and with a 6.67-inch display, it is a massive smartphone. To put it to a perspective, it is even bigger than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Slight curve to the back makes it a bit easier to hold the phone in your hand, but make no mistake, it is definitely a two-handed device. Thanks to the Gorilla Glass 5 at the front and back, it feels like a premium smartphone and so much better than the plastic back ones. But there is a downside to using glass at the back. It gathers a ton of fingerprints and looks very dirty if you are not constantly wiping it. The frame is made of plastic, but it looks just like anodized aluminium, and you might not even notice that it is plastic, that is unless you somehow manage to scratch it. But in the hopes of not letting this happen, Redmi includes a case in the box, and it is a good one. I have been using this case since day one, and it does a good job of protecting the phone. There is a small lip at the front to keep the display protected, and there is also a raised portion to protect the camera module, which if you haven't noticed by now, sticks out quite a bit. Now to put most of you guys to rest, Redmi has given Gorilla Glass 5 protection for the camera module as well. Before we go any further, if you are new to this channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. That way, YouTube will make sure to notify you as a new video goes live on this channel. The 6.67-inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD display is amazing for watching videos or playing games. While the peak brightness is a few nits lower than the Note 8 Pro's display, this one can still get pretty bright even for most outdoor lighting situations. The colors and viewing angles are also good with amazing contrast levels, making sure you don't have much to complain about while using it. But some people will still find ways to complain, like it being an LCD panel instead of OLED or not having 90 or 120Hz refresh rate, because the competition is giving AMOLED displays and 90Hz refresh rate at or around this price point. But honestly, you won't even mention these points if you just look at the display without looking at the specs sheet. This is one of the best quality displays in terms of brightness levels, color accuracy, contrast levels and viewing angles that you are going to get at this price. The bezels all around the display are just as thick or thin as some of the other Redmi smartphones in recent times. This time, there is a small punch hole style cutout for the selfie camera in the top middle of the display. This is small enough so it doesn't get in your way no matter what you are doing on your smartphone. And it is also in the center where not much information gets displayed anyways. So in my daily usage, I did not find this notch to be intrusive at all, and trust me, in a day or two, you will even forget that it is there. I'm just curious that which type of notch do you guys prefer? Punch hole type, water drop notch, pill shaped notch, or do you prefer a notchless display with a motorized pop-up selfie camera? I would really like to know what you guys think. Above the notch, there is a wide speaker grill, and the speaker under it gets loud enough for crisp and clear audio calls. The display being an LCD panel, you don't get an in-display fingerprint sensor on this phone. Honestly, I'm really glad for this. Have you tried the in-display fingerprint sensor on the Mi A3 or maybe on any other budget smartphone? If yes, then you know most of the fingerprint sensors at this price point are just too slow to unlock your phone, and they are also highly inaccurate, so it takes multiple attempts to read your finger. On this Note 9 Pro, the fingerprint sensor is placed on the right side of the phone, and this also doubles as a power button. This fingerprint sensor is really fast and accurate. I prefer this side placement over the in-display one, but I would have liked it to be placed a bit lower for more comfortable usage, as it is a very tall phone. Anyways, I like this placement. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Above this fingerprint sensor / power button, there are the volume up and down buttons. At the top, there is an IR blaster that lets you use your phone as a remote controller for your home appliances. And here, you also find a secondary noise cancelling microphone. There is a single SIM tray on the left side, which can hold 2 nano SIM cards and a micro SD card. So if you're running low on internal memory, you can add in more storage anytime you want. At the bottom, you get the 3.5mm audio jack, which is very important at this price point, a microphone, a USB Type-C port for charging and data transfer, and a speaker grill. The speaker can get pretty loud, but at higher volumes, it lacks the depth that you might expect from a quality speaker. That being said, for this price, I think it is pretty good, and as I said before, it is loud enough so it gets the job done. After using MediaTek processor inside the Redmi Note 8 Pro, Redmi has decided to go back to using Snapdragon processor this time. And they have included the Snapdragon 720G processor on this one, which according to them is better than the MediaTek Helio G90T. It is also built on 8mm architecture as opposed to 12mm one from MediaTek, so this one is supposed to be much more efficient. I have been using this phone for over a month and I never felt it stuttered or lagged while performing any of the normal daily tasks. It is also snappy at opening apps and switching between them. But if you like to play a lot of games, especially FPS games or the ones that require high graphics, I won't recommend you guys to get this phone, because in that case, its performance is not the smoothest. There are a lot of frame drops here and there, and I think it has got to do with optimization, because the 720G processor is easily capable of handling these games. You can still fire up and play these games on this Note 9 Pro, but the gameplay just won't be as smooth as you would want it to be. Coming back to the overall daily performance, I feel the RAM management has improved a lot compared to the Note 8 Pro, and it feels like an overall more refined smartphone. Speaking of RAM, you can either go with 4GB of RAM, which is coupled with 64GB of internal storage, or you can choose the 6GB RAM and you will get 128GB of built-in storage. To power the phone, it packs in a monstrous 5020 mAh battery, which is enough to make your phone last for a day and a half, even if you are a heavy user. With average usage and not playing too many games, I was even able to get 2 days worth of usage from this phone on a regular basis. Now when it is time to charge the huge battery within this phone, you get a 18W fast charger included in the box. It still takes a bit over 2 hours to charge it, but I am glad that they just didn't give us the usual 10W charger, because that would have just taken ages to completely charge it. But then again, some of the Realme phones in this price range have started shipping with the 30W fast chargers. So it would have been great to see the 27W Xiaomi charger bundled with this one, like the Note 9 Pro Max. This phone is running the latest version of MIUI 11 on top of Android 10. And while there are a lot of features and customization options that MIUI offers, and that the performance is pretty smooth, operating system is one of the things I wish to change on this phone. If you can slap a new skin, or a new launcher like the Poco launcher, or completely change the look and feel of the OS by installing Nova launcher, you could live with this phone without any issues. Now, my problem is not with MIUI, but it has more to do with all the bloatware that comes pre-installed with it, and with all the horrible ads and spam notifications that its default apps keep on sending you. There should just be a way to completely disable all this stuff, because it is really annoying to get all these ads and notifications even when you deselect and opt out of all the settings while setting up your phone. I just hope that Xiaomi realizes these ads are spoiling their users' experience and just ruining their brand's reputation on a daily basis, and that they need to dial these ads and notifications down a bit and also make sure to keep them children friendly. Coming to the quad cameras on the back. Unlike its bigger brother, the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, this Note 9 Pro gets the 48MP Samsung GM2 sensor as its primary camera. It is coupled with f1.8 aperture and a 26mm lens. Next camera gets a 8MP sensor with f2.2 aperture and a 13mm ultra-wide-angle lens. Then there is a 5MP sensor with f2.4 aperture, and this one gets a macro lens. Finally, there is a 2MP depth sensor with f2.4 aperture. For the selfies, Note 9 Pro gets a 16MP sensor with f2.5 aperture. Here are a few images from this phone. There is a fair amount of detail in these outdoor daylight shots, provided you don't zoom in a lot on them. There is an extra bit of saturation and contrast in all of these images, and depending on your color preference, you may or may not like them. Like with most Redmi smartphones, Note 9 Pro also tends to overexpose its images, so very often you will have to adjust the exposure by pulling the brightness slider down. I think most of the average users should be happy with the daylight performance of this camera. As you might expect, portrait mode images are really good from this phone. And the new movie mode, which lets you capture 21:9 portrait mode images with black bars at the top and bottom, makes these images look amazing. In lower or artificial light, there is a lot of noise and the images don't have any details at all. There is a night mode, but that doesn't help a lot either in these low lighting situations. I don't think anyone will be even remotely satisfied with this Note 9 Pro's low light performance. So if that is why you shoot most of your images, look elsewhere. It does try to make up for it by shooting amazingly crispy and electronically stabilized 1080p videos at 30 fps. It can also shoot 4K 30 fps videos, but those ones are not stabilized and they are a bit oversaturated for my liking. I've made a very detailed camera review of this phone with over 75 image and video samples. I suggest you guys to definitely check that video out. I will leave a card to it on the top right corner of the screen and also link it in the description section. Although the cameras are decent in daytime, I think at this price there are a few better options in the market, especially for low light photography. So if camera is the main deciding factor for you, I just won't suggest you to go with this phone. Spend a bit extra and get the Poco X2 or even the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, but not this one. Moving on. Redmi has made sure to include all the necessary sensors, starting with ambient light and proximity sensor, gyroscope, accelerometer, Bluetooth 5.0, GPS, Navic, IR sensor and so on. So you have a wide array of all the necessary sensors. Overall, I think the Note 9 Pro hits all the right spots with its internals and the build quality and design, and it will give most of the average users the smooth performance that they might expect. But it is definitely lacking in some parts that would have made it the best budget smartphone to beat in this price range, like the Note 8 Pro or the Note 7 Pro were when they came out. I feel the camera and GPU are holding this phone back, so I really can't suggest this phone to someone who likes to play a lot of games or who likes to take a lot of images. If you're that someone who likes to take a lot of images, I suggest you take a look at the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, and if you like to play games, turn your attention towards the Poco X2. Sure, both those phones cost a bit more, but they will also give you overall better experience. At this price point, the competition is tough, and I think Redmi is trying to push people to buy the Note 9 Pro Max for a higher price, and with their current ads situation, they are sort of losing their grip in the market. Sure, their market share is growing and they might be the number one budget smartphone brand in India, but the competition is closing in and they are ready to mop up every unsatisfied customer that Redmi is leaving behind. Instead of launching the regular Redmi Note 9 Pro and then bringing in the Note 9 Pro Max with more added features on top, Redmi decided to make the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max their new favorite, and I think they diluted some features on the Note 9 Pro in this process. By doing this, I think they have watered down the Note Pro series phones, and this move might just not go very well for them in the long run. So now, who should be looking to get this phone? If you can't stretch your budget beyond 14,000 rupees, or if you just want to use the basic features on your phone, then go for it. Big display is amazing for consuming content. Huge battery keeps it powered for more than a day. 12V T means you are always connected, and the headphone jack lets you listen to your favorite music in isolation. And if you do all these things, Note 9 Pro is an amazing smartphone for you. But if you do anything more than just playing casual games, or if you take a lot of images, especially in low light, you should definitely look elsewhere. So these have been my thoughts about the Redmi Note 9 Pro. What are your thoughts about it? And are you planning to get it, or are you looking forward to the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max? Let me know in the comments. That is it for this video, guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel for more quality tech videos like this. You can also check out some of the other videos from this channel. This has been Sagar, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.